Welcome back to Center Stage. Sly Stallone is here. Let's go to another action-driven movie that you did. Driven.
I think say stop or my mom will shoot. I go, oh my Lord.
What was Driven about? Why did that attack
Driven, kind of like Mist, but it was about the extraordinary world of motor racing, which I think there's two things that people do subconsciously. One is like they tend to fight against the odds, and the other is they race against time. Fighting, racing, and that's why we race everything from jets to cars to turtles to hamsters to Jack Russells to Formula Ones. And I thought there's an extraordinary story in here somewhere. It didn't quite all come together, but that is an amazing sport, and training for it was so nerve-wracking. I thought, just sparring a little bit, your knees shake. You get into a car and you start going up around 210, 215. I mean, your knees start to shake. You realize that these men, their heads are 3 feet off the ground. That's it. And you're going at the point, feet first, like a luge.
Right.
I went, there's something really abnormal about this.
Now, they say, a lot of people say, well, they're not athletes, but they really are, right?
Please. It's like golfers aren't athletes. No, they're not ready for physical combat. But how do you define sports? Something that is where you have to require an athletic move and maintain concentration. For example, in a race, it's life and death, split second. But if you have to think about it, it's usually too late. So it's totally reactive. In golf, imagine maintaining 4 days, 6 hours a day, maybe more. We're talking about 4 days straight, 72 hours and plus, that you have to be so focused on this. And I mean, as you know from playing golf, 1 degree, it's 15 degrees off. So I think, yes, they don't represent the true Titan warrior athlete, but when you see incredible athletes like Michael Jordan, all the great players, try to play golf, why aren't they just knocking it, why aren't they scoring 65? Never happened.
It's funny because we spoke to Richard Petty, and he said, when you're in that car and you're going 200 miles an hour, he said, you can't think about, gee, I didn't pick up my dry cleaning today. He said, you'll be up against the wall.
No.
You actually went 200 miles an hour, though?
Yeah, I went about 2.5, 2.8, yeah.
Why do you do these
Because
things?
I'm stupid. I'm truly stupid. I mean, I'm trying to give you a dramatic answer like, well, I decided I wanted to push. Moron. I'm an idiot. My wife said, how dare you? Why can't you just sit there, on a green screen, throwing water and rain?
Really?
Oh, God, it goes so fast. I'm shaking it with a wood. No,
I agree with her.
I totally.
You're a star. You can't be doing that stuff.
It's Sylvester Stallone.
Now, Hemingway had a quote, and I think you've said this as well. There's only 3 sports: mountain climbing, bullfighting, and racing.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah. Well, we're talking about life and death sports. I think all 3 of them really border on the insane. You're truly born to it. It's not that you're a bad athlete because I can't mountain climb. I think mountain climbing is insane, truly, because not only do you risk your life getting up to the top and finally, I made it, Mom, a flag, take a video, it's incredible. Now you got to go down backwards. People don't realize that. I said, forget going up. How you go? Sure. No.
You did your own stuff in Cliffhanger?
God, yes, and you develop a recklessness. The first day there, I swear to you, on my children, I got on my hands and knees, I crawled to the edge.
You really did this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But one time only.
Well, I hope.
See, like right there, there's a thin wire that runs, but the wire is like this, and you're looking, it's about, that's probably about 2,500 feet up. That's why they chose, it's ridiculous. But they said it's a phenomenon that happens, that if you're there for a couple weeks, I crawled out to the edge, it was like this. After about 2 weeks, she's like, oh, yeah. And before you know it, at 3 weeks, you're standing there with your back to the edge eating lunch. I'll tell you how insane it was. The stuntmen, for fun, would put bungee cords off and leap during their lunch hour. Oh, yeah, they had a crane arm that came out, a crane arm, and they would jump and it'd be hanging 4,000 feet. Like, you think, I'm crazy. I said, truly, what makes a stuntman? Guts? No. Ability? No. No common sense.
That duck thing.
That's it. You say, check see, DNA, common sense, not stuntman. Over here. Okay. Quit school, stuntman. Great guys, but whoa.
You know what I always thought about when you do all these movies? I mean, Cliffhanger and Driven and all that. How do you get insurance? I mean, do the producers in Hollywood go, oh no, he's doing this again?
It's a lot of insurance. Like in Rambo 2, there's a thing called, Rambo's running from fire. They have a thing called a gas cannon. So you measure out. The gas cannon will shoot 30 feet. So you stand at 31 feet. I said, what if you get some pirate back there who decides, you know,
Let's go with 32.
I wonder what his ass looked like fried. 32 feet. Boom, boom, bang.
Well, let's talk about Victory in 1981. A lot of people on our crew have seen it. I have not seen that movie, but people really like it. It was a soccer movie.
Yeah.
You got to play with Pele.
That was a wake-up call.
Like?
Wake up. Well, Pele was extraordinary, but I never got soccer. I thought, how hard can it be? How truly hard can it be? It's
Kick a
guys,
ball
big
around.
balls, you know, these smaller guys. So he goes, I'll tell you what, why don't we you stand in for a penalty kick. I said, what's a penalty kick? He said, 15 feet away, whatever, yards. And I will tell you where the ball is going, and there's nothing you can do about it. True story. He goes, it's going right there. And I literally stand there. He kicks the ball. I go, and my finger's broken. He snapped my finger.
Really?
Yeah, big time. Big time. Absolutely. Bingo. Snapped my finger. And we're using World War II netting, so he tore through. It tore through the back of the net and hit a barracks that had a wire mesh thing over and broke the windows. I said,
Pele had a mean streak.
all of a sudden, I said, is my tutu? Anyway, hand me down my dress. I'm getting out of here. Oh, yeah. Forget it. These guys soccer is a tough, rough game.
Unbelievable. Well,
Yeah.
we'll be back with Sly Stallone and talk about his obsession with golf. That and much more right after this. Welcome back to Center Stage. I'm talking with Sylvester Stallone, golf. I don't picture you as a golfer.
You start cursing, are you?
What happened?
The golf word. Well, what happened is I couldn't believe this game, which was getting so much exposure on television, was worthy. I said, how can it be? Really? So I took the clubs out, and I realized I am completely spasmodic because I looked, and then I took it personally, like, all right, I house this body, I take a shower now and then, I clothe this body, I feed it well, I've tried to educate it. I ask it to do one thing, hit the ball. What happened from here to there? It's like what Rocky said, you know, it sounded great before it came out. It looked perfect before I tried to do it. Then when I say the finest athletes in the world reduced to like quivering masses of, you know, self-conscious jelly.
You look
when
good
stand
there.
Because I posed. I'm no fool. Are you kidding me? I decided if you can't be a good golfer, be a good dresser. That's it. Just be a good golfer.
Down.
That's it. That's totally it.
Are you a good golfer?
I'm fair. I have nanoseconds of brilliance. Yeah. But you know, when you think about golf, if I told you I'm going to cover 150 acres, I'm going to give you, one hole, 5 football fields. 5 football fields. I'm going to give you 14 crooked sticks. I'm going to put in sand and wind and trees and optical illusions and water and give you 4 shots to hit that ball with the crooked sticks, 4.5 football fields, 5 into a hole the size of a coffee can, a Coke can, by the way. You'd say, impossible. Well, it is. It is. But it's amazing when you think about it. I go, damn, really
What's the
hard.
best round you ever shot?
Best round I ever shot? I shot a 77 once. Yeah, but it was kind of like at an airport type golf. It was totally flat, no trees,
Right.
no sand,
Right.
nothing, and the holes were like manhole covers. It was like, you know, and, you know what I mean?
That's the place you should play.
I'm there for the torture. You know what I mean? You see, golfing is so frustrating. If they allowed weapons
Right.
on the course, it looked like Gettysburg.
See, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
Something like Rollerball.
It would be totally.
He's thinking of it. He's going to write it when he leaves. What other sports do you like?
You know what I like watching? Things I know I'll never be able to do, so I'm in awe of. Right. Hockey's fantastic. And I tried baseball. It was a horrifying experience. And I love watching basketball.
So you at a Laker game?
Oh, yeah.
You're certainly cozy at the Laker game.
I was going to say, that was the new draft. They wanted me to help sign this girl. That's my wife, by the way. Yeah, that's Oh, yeah. That's it. That's as far as I'll ever get. Dressed in a black turtleneck, looking jealous.
But looking cool, jealous.
Looking cool. It's all about the clothes, man. Perception is everything. You look like you're ready and just beg they don't call on you. But, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm ready.
Now, I heard that when you watch Miami Heat games at the American Airlines Arena, they actually play the Rocky song, and they show you on the screen, and you're a really good sport about it. Does it ever bother you, like, oh, stop, man, I'm trying to watch the game?
Not with Rocky. If they were showing, you know, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, I'd get upset. Or Ryan's starting to go, hey, let's get that next server. Well, last night I went out. then I'd be really upset. Yeah. Rocky, you can't, man, how do you knock Rocky? It's okay. It's nice.
See, you're really cool about that, because you read the, like, child stars like Greg Brady. Barry Williams hates the fact that they talk about him as a Brady. You're okay with being Rocky.
Totally. Are you kidding? I mean, I wish I was Rocky. Like, not a bad guy. You know?
Great guy.
It's okay, you know. I don't know. He's having a hard time with Adrian lately, but it's okay. You know, she's hitting it up. But the character just, to me, as an alter ego, it's like, I've had people say, why can't you be more like your character? I went, boy, now I've really crossed the line, because he's such an ethical guy, and he maintains his childlike enthusiasm, and he basically puts other people first. I went, that's not me at all.
Not most people.
No.
Now, let me ask you about, I read in the paper, it was a couple of days ago, you had some kind of, I guess, athletic event with Pete Sampras?
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
Big time. Boy, I had a wake-up call. I hit the ball pretty well. I really do. I hit it very long. So Pete Sampras, you know, before what happened is, he says, I can beat you on in a tennis court in anything. I said, there's no chance. He goes, excuse me?
Right.
14 Grand Slam, whatever. And he's very proud of himself. No, believe me. He
The ego there.
Oh, yeah, he's got tremendous ego and competitiveness. So I said, let's go out to tennis court. He goes, fine. Where's your racket? So I'm not bringing a racket. I'm bringing a medicine ball. So I bring this 16-pound ball. I said, the game is to stand at one baseline, see if you can throw it over the net. He goes, it has nothing to do with tennis. You said tennis court. You'll beat me on a tennis court in anything. Let's see how strong your back is. So he's unbelievable. So he throws. Close.
So it's over your head, you throw?
Yeah. I mean, it's like really hard. True. It's like, wow! It's not a pretty thing.
Right.
It's like those guys in Scotland throwing the beam.
Right.
You know, like tree throwing. How that ever started, I don't know. Okay. Grab a tree and heave it.
Yeah.
How
First guy to
drunk
catch
were
a
you?
bullet in his mouth. Yeah.
So I nipped him. Then he goes, let's play golf. So I go on a golf course with him, and my God, you know, the word Titleist actually screamed and jumped off the ball when he hit it. It must have gone. He hit a 3-wood 365. I swear to you.
Strong man.
Because tennis, the wrist connection. So you don't mess with Pete.
So, but you beat him on the medicine ball.
Please. Please.
Well, as Rocky Balboa, he had to face Apollo Creed in the ring. Next, Sylvester Stallone faces our center stage audience. How's he going to do with that? Stay tuned to find out.